Okay, hey guys, it's Matt here. The past couple months we've been a little bit slow to the game, especially considering I had an iPhone and no Android device in January. So we're gonna step it up a notch by posting on March 1st. My birthday is March 3rd, so if you could subscribe and keep up to date with more videos I post, that would be just the best birthday present ever. So without any further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so this is my home screen. It's just a standard Pixel one. If you're curious about the wallpaper, that's actually the first app on the list. So this is called One for Wall. And this is a great wallpaper app. There is quite a few to choose from, and they're all very sleek, minimal kind of AMOLED themed wallpapers. So if you want something for an AMOLED screen, this is definitely something you might want to check out. But many of them are quite simple, and overall it works really good with hole punches, or even if you have a notch, there's loads of dark themed ones. But all the colors are super punchy and the resolutions are great. You can save the wallpapers to a favorite tab right here at the bottom, so you can quickly access the ones you like. But again, this is just a nice app with some nice pictures. So if you do want a nice app to set some cool wallpapers, this is your best bet this month. Coming up at number 2 is Daylight Clock. If you guys have noticed, it's actually staying lighter out for longer, and so you might want to pick up this app so you can keep up to date about when the sun sets. So jumping in, it's pretty simple. You just see your location and you can go ahead and add other locations, so you can set a bunch of different places if you're moving around a lot, but it does seem unlikely with COVID. And then just jumping in, you can see straight from this diagram here that you can see the sun is going to rise at 7 in the morning. And over there, you can see it's going to set about 6-ish, about 6 o'clock, which is 1800 in 24-hour format. But yeah, if you click on it, it will give you some more information. So it will say 5:45 is when the sun's gonna set, 7:05 in the morning, and it tells you where I am, longitude, latitude. It doesn't show my country for some reason, but you can go ahead and rename your location. You can share the sunrise and sunset with your friends. But again, very simple app, just keeps you up to date when the sun will set. And it's, by the way, a great tip for photographers if you want that nice golden hour. Coming up at number 3 is Pika. This is a nice way of animating your phone when it's just charging. So if it's just off to the side, charging on your desk, whatever it might be, it will show a nice animation, and there's a bunch to choose from. If we jump in, we can see this is the standard one you've got right here. But if we jump over to the store, you can see there's a bunch of recommended ones. There's loads of animated ones and cartoons. The one I have currently set is actually the iOS one. So when you place your iPhone on a wireless charger, it shows this animation up here. Pretty cool, and there's also some sound effects as well. If you want to just jazz up your phone while it's charging, then this is something you might want to check out. It's kind of fun to play around with. Number 4 is Widgets. Now, this is very simple, but it's not an add-on. You don't need KWGT. This is its own app. And if you download this, there is some really nice high-quality music player widgets, and it works with pretty much any music player out there, as you can see right here. So you can even use it for Facebook videos and stuff like that, but it works with pretty much every service. There is some premium versions, but the free ones are good enough, and I have one right here controlling my Apple Music. It works absolutely great, and if you click on it, it will open up your player, but just looks super sleek. There's not much else to it. Now, talking about Apple stuff, number 5 is actually a really nice Notes app, and the reason I actually like it is because personally, I think the iOS Notes app is probably one of the best ones out there. It's just got so much functionality, and it's kept very simple. This one is exactly the same. Someone's basically ported or recreated the iOS Notes app on Android, and I think it's an excellent app. It's a really great job. It's almost exactly the same. And so as you can see, you have your notes here, you can create folders. So if we just jump into this note here, as you can see, there's my title, you can add some text, but I've added some bullet points here, which we can go ahead and tick off, and it looks pretty much the same. Even down here, you can draw in just like on the iOS Notes app, and it will put it in there, and then you can go ahead and add pictures as well, straight from your gallery, or you can just take them live. Really nice. And then up here, you can also pin them, you can search your note, you can also share it, check your word count, change your text size. Very simple, but it's got all the functionality there, and it's a really nice note app, especially if you like the iOS one. This is a great bet. Now, coming up at number 5 is Ruthless, and I don't really mention launchers too much, but a lot of people have pointed out they like my Pixel launcher. And if you want something free that is actually similar to the Pixel launcher, Ruthless has you covered. It does actually have this news feed on the side. It has some basic functionality, a little bit better than the standard Pixel launcher, but you pretty much just get the same experience. You have all the bounce effects, you have the round icons, and if you hold down, you can jump into the settings, and you even have at a glance, your notification dots. There's a lot to play around with. We're not gonna dive into this whole launcher thing, but this is a really nice alternative if you want something kind of similar to the Pixel. Coming up at number 7 is Programming Hub. So if you want to get into programming, whatever language it is, I actually studied computing science, you might want to pick this up. It can get you into it, and it's got some really great free courses. If we just jump to the home section, you can see you can learn Python, C++, Java, ethical hacking, and as you can see in the free section, there's just so many to choose from. And if we just jump into, say, Android development, it will show you the fundamentals and the things you need to know. And there's video tutorials. There's even an inbuilt console, so you can actually go ahead and program things within the app, and it will tell you whether it's right or wrong, and you can go ahead and run things. But there's just so much to choose from. There's also step-by-step guides and also voiceovers. There's just really a lot to it. And as you can see right here, you get pretty much everything you could possibly need to know about Android development, and at the bottom it even gives you a little certificate when you're done. Super nice way of just getting into it, and it is free. There's also a pro version if you do want to step it up a notch, but you don't really need it. Now number 8 on the list is PictureThis. If someone's bought you a plant as a present and you don't know anything about it, what it's called or how to feed it or how much water you need, whatever it might be, then you might want to check out this app because you can go ahead and scan it and it will tell you everything you need to know. So in order to scan it, we just click this little camera button right here, and then we just simply grab a plant, point at it, click this button, and it will identify, and boom, it's a Mitre aloe. So it does tell us, also known as Kranz aloe, Rubel aloe. It tells you the botanical name, more pictures, and then it gives you a description about the plant, tips, even poems, but it tells you characteristics, the family, what sort of insects go for it, the temperature required for it to live, how much sunlight it needs, how much water it needs, fertilization, pruning, so much stuff. It even tells you when you can plant it, like how much it needs to grow before you plant it. There's just so much to it, and you can even print out this little nice picture here with all the information with a picture of your plant on it, which is kind of nice. But yeah, if you're not into plants, no big deal, but I thought it was a nice addition to this top app series. Number 9 on the list is UnLim. A lot of you guys are going to want to download this. It's unlimited cloud storage for pretty much any of your files. So if we jump into it, you can store music files in general, just any zip file or any file you have on your Android device, but then you can also store your photos on here. So super nice considering it's free and there won't be any costs whatsoever. So if you do want that, link will be down below. But yeah, as you can see, I just have some pictures in here, and you can turn on auto syncing if you want. I don't have that on right now, but you can. And then there's also this folder here where we can store our files, and then there's a music section and also a library. So we can create albums, but nonetheless, it's a free cloud app. So that's actually pretty sweet. And the last app is Colorize. This is nice if you have any old family photos in black and white and you want to convert those to color and just make them a little bit more realistic. Jumping into it, it does let you scan in via the camera. So if you do have pictures, you can do that, or you can just import and go ahead and grab them from your photos. So I have a black and white one of a car right here, and it's gonna crop it, it's gonna make it all nice and colorize it, and boom, there we have it. It does actually add color, so as you can see the sky, the headlights, it's got sort of a rustic look around the lights and the bumper. Really does just add a lot to a picture, and so if you have many black and white photos, this can really snazz them up a bit. But yeah, that is my top apps for this month. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll be doing more Android tutorials, more theming and custom launcher videos and icon pack videos, all of that good stuff. Just give me some time. I'm in my last year of uni right now and I'm studying for that. So do keep updated with my channel though. Hit the subscribe button down below. 50K is super close and I've seen you guys subscribing. We are creeping up on 43,000 right now. So if you could subscribe, that would just be the best birthday present ever. But anyway guys, have a nice day. Peace.